Hi, everyone. Hey, Gina. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Leslie. So, we are going to be live with Libby from Pink and Maine. I'm going to bring her in. Libby works for Michelle, and she is going to show us a fabulous project using Pink and Maine's products, right?
That's right.
So, I'm
Excited to
going
join.
to remove myself and let Libby do her thing.
Okay, great. Thanks, Anne. Well, hello, everybody. Thank you for having me here today. I'm going to show some products from Pink and Maine that maybe you don't know about, maybe you do. I'm not sure, but they're not the newest holiday release, which we did just have a holiday release in September. But I wanted to show you some unique things that are fun to play with and just show you how I do it. So, Anne, if you want to move to my overhead camera, I'll go ahead and start going with this.
Okay, yep, I will do that, and I'm gonna make that big.
There you
There
go.
we go.
All right. So we have a product at Pink and Maine. First of all, we have the mini Mink machine, which you can use for foiling with the toner cards. Hi, everybody. By the way, hello, Brianne. Hi, Leslie. Hi, everyone that's in the chat. Nice to see you here. Um, I'm going to use this in a different way. I'm going to use a product that we have that's called Stickies. And what these are, I have a lot of stuff going on my desk right now, but let me try to show you here. These are sticky sheets that sticky transfers, adhesive transfers is what I'm trying to say. And you use them kind of like a rub on. You can just rub it onto your paper and then you can have things stick to that adhesive, either foil or glitter or flock or embossing powder, all those different things. So we have several sets here. I'm trying to show them on camera with everything else I have going on that are holiday themed. So I wanted to show you the holiday themed products. But I'm going to be working with this one, which has some holiday messages, and I'll use this to show you how they work. I picked this one in particular because we also have a set of dies that actually coordinate with the messages. You can kind of see those messages on the back, and they are sized the same way so that I can use the shadow dies from these to cut out my stickies. So let me show you how these work. Let me go ahead and take one out of the package. Hi, everybody. Thank you for being here. I've never been on this YouTube channel, so I'm very excited to be here with Anne. All right, sorry for the crinkling noises. I'm just taking it out of the packaging.
We're so happy to have you here too, Libby.
Oh, thank you. All right, so what this is, it's 2 sheets of plastic, and in between is the sticky material, if you can see that. And I'm going to cut out the one I'm going to use, which I think was Season's Greetings. I already cut out the shadow part of that Season's Greetings. So where did I put my scissors? Let me find them. And I'm just going to cut around this and keep my others for another day. Okay. So let me set that aside as well. Now, before I get going too far with this, I want to show you some other things I have here on my desk and then take them off my desk because they're taking up a lot of room. At Pink and Maine, we also have a variety of beautiful glitters, super fine glitters, which I know not everybody loves to touch glitter, but I love it. I am of the glitter all the things, as my friend Jen Shirka says, camp. So we have red and green, holly and emerald, which are great for the holidays, plus a bunch of other colors. Then we also have flock. If you guys remember flock, it is super fun. It makes like a fuzzy texture on your cards and projects, and I think it's super duper fun. Again, we have the red and green of just regular flock and all the other colors as well. But I'm setting these aside. And what I'm going to work with today are the glitter flock. So this is flock with glitter, basically those two things I just showed together in one little tub. And I think they're a lot of fun and add a really cool element to your card. All right, so before I pull that out, I want to show you what I do with this.
My goodness, I might have to get some of that flock and glitter.
It's so fun, I'm telling you. I can show a couple. If I get done with enough time here, I'll show you some other examples I have with it as well. All right, so what I'm doing now is I'm separating my 2 layers. And there's a backing piece that has nothing. That's just the acetate that it's on. But the adhesive is right underneath these black letters. So I'm going to use that to try my best to line it up here on my little die cut that I cut out from that die set. so that when I put the flock on it, the glitter flock, it's going to already have a little shadow layer to put on my project. There we go. That was pretty good. Now you can rub it with your finger or burnish it lightly, but what I like to do is just put it through my Minc machine, because you can squish it if you put too much pressure on it. And when you use your Minc machine or a machine like this, I have it turned on and I have it on 0. And with 0, there is no heat. It is only pressure. So that is a good way to put these through to make sure that it's on there really well. So I'm just putting it in its little carrier here, and I'm going to send it right through my machine. Now, another way you could do this is with your die cutting machine. You could put it through, between your plates and just run it through your machine without any dies or anything, but just to put that even pressure on it. But my plates are a mess. And so I think if I were to use my plates, I'd probably have to put a piece of copy paper around it so it didn't get the little marks and stuff from my plates. So, but that is another way you can do it. But since I have my Minc handy because I'm always foiling, I thought I'd just go ahead and set it through that, run it through that. All right, just waiting for this to pass through. You can't really see, but it's coming out the back of the machine. All right, and I'm not going to use that anymore, so I'm going to set that a little more aside and turn it off. And inside we have our little greeting here. So now when I peel this off, hopefully I'll be able to turn it so you can see it on the camera. Can you see how you can see a faint, there's a good angle. Yep. You can see that that's the adhesive on my piece of paper now, waiting to have something stuck to it. Now this piece I can save. I could use that as it's just a printed piece of acetate. So I could use that on my on my card or project. I could just staple it on or do whatever with. Let me grab a piece of scrap paper here. Oops. All right. Leslie Miller, are you the Leslie Miller that I knew years and years ago when my babies were babies? I'm curious because I lost touch with you and I'm wondering if you're the same person. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and do the flock with glitter. I'm doing Sparkling Santa's Hat. And I am just going to dump this all over my little message here. And I just use my fingers to kind of push it in. One thing you can do if you don't like getting this kind of things on your fingers is you could take that little piece of plastic that you took off and just use that as your little rubbing tool so that you don't have to come in contact with all the glitter and everything else, but I don't mind messy fingers. So, all right. And now let me unbury it from down in there. This is my first time doing it on a die cut. It's a little harder to handle because it's buried in there. It's a little piece. So here is my season's greetings. Can you see all that on there? Now it looks a little bit messy perhaps, but we have a tool for that. It's this fun little brush here. Actually, it's a long brush. And I just take that and brush off all the remaining loose bits. Anything that's stuck to the adhesive is going to stay, but all the rest will come off. And then I have my fun, clean season's greetings message. Now I use the flock. I could have just used the glitter and then it would be very bright and glittery. And like I said, you can even stick foil to it. You can stick embossing powder to it. So all the things.
That's cool. I love that.
And it's not my Leslie, darn.
No.
Sorry for my paper in the way there. All right, let me go ahead and clean off my table a little. And then I'm going to show you another thing that I was going to combine this with on my cards for something different. I am just using my brush to brush it off onto my floor because that's how I roll. I'm kind of messy. I'll sweep my floor later. And this is why when I foil, I probably get a lot of, I have to really dust when I foil as well because I have things going on all over the place sometimes. All right, the other fun product that I wanted to use and show you guys today are our cut and emboss folders. So these are embossing folders that also cut out, again, sorry for the plastic, but they cut out what is in the folder. So in this case, this one is called Cut and Emboss Ornaments Emboss and Cut Folder. And so you can see all these cute little ornaments that it can cut out and emboss at the same time. I have it kind of upside down. all of our things are pink at Pink and Main, which is fun. You see, we have the
Which is
pink
fun. Yeah.
size and the pink embossing folders. So all the things. All right. I thought for this, it'd be fun to use some of my foil cardstock to make some shiny ornaments with it. So I'm going to grab out a piece of gold foil cardstock. Now I have to run this through my machine off camera because it's to the side here. But I found I have a Platinum 6, whatever die cutting machine you have, you're going to have to figure out the right sandwich for this folder when it's a cut and emboss. On my Platinum 6, what I found to work is the main platform and then the Platinum top and then this adapter plate for 3D folders. So, you're just going to have to figure out what's best for whichever machine you have. All right, I'm going to do this off camera for a second.
Okay, so Isabel said she's used a Big Shot for similar types of sentiments like you did in the beginning.
Yes. All right. So here is my folder, and you can see I'll save that piece for something else.
Oh,
but look at
my
these cute little,
goodness.
And it's just as easy as just running it through your die cutting machine. You could do it with whatever paper. I could use regular cardstock. I just thought the foil would be fun.
They're beautiful.
These do pop right out as well. And then I have some here that I did before that I wanted to just show you. One of the other folders that's here in my pile. I'm like, where is it? So we have holly, which is really fun and big. That's a big size to put on your card front. And then we have some snowflakes. And again, you could do it in any color cardstock. You could do white, you could do blue, whatever you like. But I thought it would be fun to try it with vellum. And so I did that, and they turned out so pretty. I have to show you guys these vellum snowflakes.
Those are beautiful.
Put a little glitter on them, and that would just make such a gorgeous card. So, and then I would make one of my stickies messages to go with it, and I would have all the shine. I also tried the snowflakes in glitter paper. You can see the texture on there, but it's a little more lost in the glitter paper. It doesn't stand out quite like it did on the foil or the vellum, but still super duper fun. And one thing I was thinking I wanted to try on this, since it is white on the back of the glitter paper, is get a little sandpaper and try sanding that texture and see what that would do for it. But that's a project for another day. All right, so to finish up this card project that we started today, I am making a 5x7 card. And I took another one of the sticky sets. This is this one. This one actually has ornaments, and it has a branch to hang the ornaments from. It also has some little messages. This looks all doubled and weird because there's 3 sheets in each pack. And so they're kind of on top of each other, all that acetate, which makes it hard to see what's in there, but you kind of get the idea. And I went ahead and did that sticky, that branch, on a piece of cardstock using the green let's see, Sparkling AstroTurf flock with glitter. So that's what's there. And I'm making a 5x7 card this time just because I had a lot that I wanted to put on it. How did you add glitter to the vellum snowflakes? I haven't done it. That's one thing I want to do maybe in the future. But I think if I just followed the lines of the embossing with a thin, fine, liquid glitter, can't talk, a fine liquid glue, and then put the glitter on, I think that would work. I think it would be kind of hidden because once you have the glitter, you're not going to see the glue, especially when it dries clear. I could also try it with stickles or something like that as well. I think that would all be really pretty. So if you meant the other glittery ones, did you mean these? I just realized these are actually glitter paper that I used. And so, for example, at Pink and Main, among other places, we have packs of glitter paper. And so I just took one of these sheets of glitter paper that was an aqua color and die cut these out. I just realized that might be what you were referring to. All right. So I am making a 5x7 card this time. And if you haven't made 5x7, it's also called A7. I just took a 10x7 piece of paper that I cut down, 10x7, and then scored it at 5 inches to make my card base. All right, and then I was going to take a few of my ornaments here. Maybe that one, maybe that one, maybe this one. And what I was thinking I would do is, I'm going to put them down a little bit more. You know what I used? I may have put somewhere else. Let me try to find it real quick. I want to draw the lines on there, but the pen I was going to use, I think, is missing from my desk because I was using it somewhere else last night. Darn it. I didn't think about that fact. Hold on a second here.
That's always the way.
I know, right? It walked away. This is just a ballpoint. That won't be good. And then my plan is to put this on top of that situation. Pause 1 second. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm just going to walk to the other side of my room real quick.
Okay, I am just going to check and see if there's any questions. How did you add glitter to the vellum snowflake? She hadn't yet. I think Sherry answered that one. The vellum is so pretty as those emboss and die cut. And you do them so easily. I mean, just in one step. It's so amazing. She's back.
I'm back. Thank you. All right. So I'm just going to take a ruler, and I don't know if this would be scary for some of you to do it like this, but I'm just going to draw my lines right in with a ruler and a pen. So there's that one. That one I want to be about right there. And then my other one, about right there. Okay. I am going to glue these down flat. I like to use a lot of dimension on my cards, but for this one, I'm just going to go ahead and do it flat because then I'm going to pop up my message on top of them, is my plan. One thing I noticed as I turned that over that is worth noting is that I may have actually done that upside down. I guess it's just personal preference, but look at how the indentations are going in. You could also have it the other way where they're going up. But this is, you know, a one-sided paper. So if I wanted the indentations to be up, I would have had to put it in the other way.
So deboss or emboss.
Yeah, deboss versus embossed or whatever. So yeah, just something to keep in mind if you play with a product like this. You can get creative, whether you want it to be at the top or the bottom. Hi, Mary. Are there any other questions while we're this?
No, they're just really impressed that those cut and emboss at the same time.
It's really
Isabel
fun.
said, I have not seen cut and emboss folders like that. The ones that I have just cut out a few elements of a card rather than creating individual pieces.
Yeah.
I have not seen these either. I love these.
Aren't they cool?
Wow.
And there's other ones in the line as well, not only for the holidays, but we have some for beyond the holidays too. Actually, I may have, if I can find it, some butterflies that I made with one of them. I'll have to look real quick after I get this done.
Jill said they look great either way, and Lenine said they look like they're correct. The edge side is down.
Yeah.
So I think it's just personal preference.
Yep. But you can get two different looks from the same folder. Is kind of fun.
Yeah,
This
it
is our
is.
main foam tape that comes in a great big roll, which I love. And then I think I'm going to end with enough time, if you don't mind, Anne, to show a couple other samples of things that are similar.
That's just fine.
I was going to put it over the top, but maybe I want it kind of down here instead.
I think I like it down there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what an easy card.
Right. And then I didn't cut a mat for that. Maybe I'd want to put like a red or green or black mat around that panel, but that, oops, sorry, I'm off camera.
I think it looks really elegant without.
Yeah. And I would probably pop up that panel as well, because that's what I do. And then we could bring in some bling too, if we wanted on that card.
Bling is always good.
Bling is always good. Kind of working half off my desk. Sorry about that.
I do lots of foam like that too because I don't like when they crunch down.
Right. That middle piece tries to help it stay sturdy. And it's really easy to get the back off of this tape, which I love. This is my hard part, is getting it all even. Often I'll put liquid glue on the back on the tape as well to give it a little wiggle room, but I didn't that time. This card is so big it almost doesn't fit in the frame. But there is my quick and easy card with those fun products. And I would add some sequins, I think, to it or something, just because I love that. The flocked glitter I used is the Pink and Main Flock with Glitter. I used the Sparkling AstroTurf for the green and the Sparkling Santa's Hat, for the red. But we have a whole line of all the different colors of the rainbow, and we have metallics as well, and just lots of pretty stuff. And that all comes in flock with glitter, regular glitter. We have embossing powders with glitter. So lots of fun things that you can use with these stickies. I did want to show you another thing that I made with some stickies, a couple things.
Okay. So I'm going to make you have the screen face. Is that good?
I still want it overhead, though.
You still want it overhead? I wasn't sure.
Just for a minute. There we go. So this is this other set of stickies that has the poinsettias. And I use these same colors, the red and the green, flock with foil. I did it on black cardstock, so you can see the centers of those flowers have the black. I hope you guys are getting the amount of glitter I see in person is just even more than this, but
we can see it. It's beautiful. And Leslie, yes, that was flock glitter she used on the sentiment.
Yeah. And I did keep the card simple because I knew I only had 20 to 25 minutes. So that's what we did. Here's another one that I did on a live a while back, actually, using these stickies that are the Big Flakes stickies. And on this one, I did a little bit of it's a white flock with sparkle with glitter on the background for those really pretty snowflakes. And then I put a little of the flock for snow as well, just with some glue along there.
That's so pretty.
And then just another flock example. Oops, sorry. This is another card, not holiday themed, but I used some of the flock with glitter that I thought had kind of a coffee look to it on the message on that one as well. And this is not a sticky. This one I just stamped out that message and then put glue and flock on there. So that's my examples today. That's my demo. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. And maybe you saw something you hadn't thought about before. And Pink and Main has a lot of great things in general, a lot of holiday stamps and dies and stencils and all kinds of things, along with these beautiful flocks and glitters and stickies and all the things. So Anne, thank you again for having me today. I really, really appreciate it.
It is wonderful. I did not, I hadn't looked for like a couple months at Pink and Main, because we're looking all the time, but that is gorgeous. We are, for those of you that are just here on YouTube, we are in the middle of our holiday craftathon. It is a paid event, and the sponsors videos we are sharing with everybody because they should get exposure for everybody. But we definitely need to have Libby back for just a regular Facebook Live. I would love that because you actually have access to all of the things, and that's so much fun, right? When you have everything, because like when we do a live for Pink and Main, we have the couple things, but like you have access to everything. So yes, we would definitely love to have you back.
Well, I would be happy to be back. So thank you.
And then we won't be on a time crunch either.
That's true. That'd be great. And I want to answer Beth real quick. She asked if I mix the glitter and flock together, and no, it comes that way. So there are flocks with glitter, and that's what I was using today. There's also flock that doesn't have glitter. There's also glitter. So there's like 3 different ways you can get this stuff. So, and they all stick to the stickies, and you can use them with glue and everything. And Beth's saying she loves my dimples.
Lenine, let me look and see if there's a discount for Pink and Main. I think maybe there was. I have to look in my emails. I'll put it in the group. But I think there was. Am I correct?
I think it was Bella. Was it Bella 10 for 10% off? I think is the code.
Yeah, I'll look.
Let
and put
Ann
it.
confirm that. So-
Yeah. So we definitely want you guys shopping because wow. I mean, I'm impressed with this was great, Libby. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks again. Happy to be here. So thank you very much.
Yes. Thank you all. We will have Libby back for just a regular Facebook Live because this was great.
Thanks.
Okay. We will see you all for our next live in like 5 minutes.
That's on